Okay, sorry, I was just setting up my microphone, everybody. I'm hoping that you can hear me. I'm back here with the Globe Live Tour. We are still in Nottingham, and it's about 4:30. Taking me a little while longer to charge my phone today. I've been talking with Adam Meakin, the lovely lady Anonymous, and Flat Earth, GoPro UK Darb as well. John Thor's here, Harry's here, Jason's here. And we've had a couple of other guys that have come out to speak to us, and I haven't even had an opportunity to speak to them yet. Hello, AJM, my darling. I saw you in Iron Realm Media's chat. Hi, darling. Awesome. Thanks, AJ, for doing the rounds and viewing this content. I think this is amazing. I've never met Adam before, and I just already, the guy had me at hello. I'll be honest with you. Such an endearing man. And I felt such a good vibe from him. You know, he's, again, I'm just overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed at the tenacity and passion of people to do this. There's Adam there, filming. That's Adam. There's Harry. Jason's right up in the middle there. There's Jason. Yeah, not just this one. Not just this one, AJ. You know what? The wonderful thing, the other people that know they're not on a ball that are here, that's what we've been talking about. Everything else other than Flat Earth. Nora, big love to you, my darling. Luke, thanks so much for asking. I am. It's only really within the last 15 minutes that I've stopped feeling like I'm on a swaying ship in a force 9 gale. I will do, Nora. I will do. He's just filming just now. I promise I'll say hi to him for you. Today's not even over. I'm just saying, so far, it has been amazing. I haven't actually spoken to people that we're trying to wake up as much as I've spoken to other flat earthers. But that's what I like about this. You know, as you know, when it comes to activism, I'm normally just there spouting off. But encouraging people to do meet-up and activism, yes, this is going on. But unbeknownst to everybody else, hold on, let me just try and zoom in. I'm just going to show you just now. Let me see. Let's get it right. Okay. All right, let's see. So, you see this lady here, Mrs. Anonymous, and that guy there, Flat Earth UK GoPro Darb, and that's his lovely little dog. They're talking right now about everything other than Flat Earth. It's like, they know the Earth's flat, innit? They know they're not on a ball. Now what? So they're there having a conversation about everything else other than Flat Earth. There are so many lies. There is so many pieces of deceit, criminal deceit that have been given us as a civilization. You know, to me, it almost feels sometimes like it's never ending. The amount of lies and deceit and stuff that's just been going on. From school, from government, from health, from vaccinations to, you know, to propaganda in the news. Realistically speaking, you know, unless people are prepared to go out in public and to have these communications with people, you know, in real life human interaction, how else is this truth going to get out to the masses? Yeah, well said, AJM. Well said. I don't think we expect anything less from liars. But I think what they didn't expect was people independently getting together to come out en masse over the UK and ignore the censorship that's going on the internet. Because we all know the censorship's there. I think it's easier to say who's not talking about censorship than who's actually talking about censorship in the bigger scheme of things. So, you know, while we're on the subject of censorship, I don't see anyone stopping us from doing what we're doing here. We're standing right outside a council building. There's been no police, there's been no council officials, no street workers that have told us to jog on. No one's telling everybody to stop looking. No one's taking people's subscriptions off here. People are able to come out and read and say and do what they want. That's right. You can't answer. The street. You can't do it. You can't do it. It is like an absolute impossibility to censor the street. So, just gonna go up here and get my bag. It's not right, just for everyone looking. Mrs. Anonymous, could I just put my bag with you, please, my darling? Thank you. I'm just live just now. Do you know what? Funny. It's funny. Yeah. 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 I was just saying, it always seems to go and find and seek and maintain its own level. Do you notice how that is on a slope and it will not stick to the slope? No matter how much water gets put on that slope, it won't stick to it. Oh yes, Nora. Your dog's becoming a bit of a star of the show. Can I showcase her on the live feed?
Yeah.
There's that little cutie.
Martin likes it. Martin Leaker.
Martin.
Leaker.
How do you
Leaker.
How do you pronounce? Because I've heard everyone say his surname so differently.
Well, it's Martin Leaky. L.
Leaker. Martin Leaker. Aww.
Yeah, and she's been on with Sun and Moon.
Oh.
I met her at Ellsbury. She said she was going, so I went down to her.
Brilliant. Excellent.
No, not Ellsbury.
She's a globe denier. She knows the pigeons are trying it. The pigeons are trying to trigger her. She's telling them it's flat, mate.
Right, yeah. So what is it? The pigeons know, and she knows.
Oh, right. Lead to car. Okay.
Yeah, no,
Martin Leaker.
I had her of his neighbour.
So she came from Martin's neighbour.
Yeah.
See?
He does all the flood things, isn't it? Mud flood stuff on YouTube.
Yeah, AJ, that's not the first time I've heard that, brother. I've heard a couple of people telling me this. But is that fear mongering? Are people just putting? Because I'm not you. I'm saying is that word out on the street to kind of fear monger people, or is there actually evidence for that? Word on the street is there's going to be another event that's worse than it's going to make 9/11 look like a walk in the park, and it involves Tesla. Yeah.
Yeah, the Tesla car's going to drop on Buckingham Palace to kill the royal family.
Probably. You know what? Yeah, you know what? You just never know, though, do you? Because sometimes it's so wrong that it ends up. I have heard a lot that something is going to happen with the royals in the spring, but then I just heard Meghan introduce the fact that she's having a kid in the spring. So then I went, well, was that it? And then I went, oh, that's what they want us to think. Isn't it? That's what they want us to think.
I'll send you the link on the video. In May 2016, something just flashed up on Facebook, looking for extras.
Oh, crisis actors. A couple of crisis actors.
Manchester. Right.
Do you know what the company's called? It's called Crisis Car.
Yeah. Right, yeah. Do you know where they were recruited from? Cardiff.
Geometra. Yeah. Adam. I mean, not Adam. Luke. Yeah. Yeah.
The James Bond movie. Inside the Cardiff Air. And they were recruiting there. You have to go down there. But they said there's something that's coming out in Manchester, London, Scotland, right? Something beyond
national. It was going to be national, whatever it is.
Yeah. And that instance happened at Manchester, the Ariana.
Yep, Ariana Grande. Do you remember?
I've been on Cardington airship out. And I thought, what's coming in London? Yeah, good. They're blind. That's in their language. When you look at the video on the phone,
it doesn't match up. I saw that. It doesn't match up what you saw on mainstream media, does it?
I thought, well,
is it like the Paris?
No, the gig. Yeah. No, I mean, I don't know, chat room. Don't write me off for saying this, okay? I was on Netflix the other day with my daughter, and on Netflix there's a program. Can you all hear me, by the way? I'm waffling away, and I don't know if any of them can hear me. Can you hear me? Just one person. AJM, weather warfare. I've got someone here saying weather warfare and laser fires, military, have it sewn up for the big event with 9/11 tech and holograms. So the whole geoengineering, direct energy, it's all like a dress rehearsal for the big event. The big event, whatever the big event is. Yep, sound good. Oh, perfect. Yeah, Luke, I've heard DEW's coming to the UK, and I'm not looking forward to that. I don't think anyone is. There's nothing to look forward to with that. And if that is the case, then a bit of self-preparedness is probably the right thing. My dad always used to say, "I hen prepare yourself. One day that fucking sky will fall, and when it does, I'll way up to the Highlands." He says, "I'll be away up to the Highlands with the rest of them." He says, "It's not about going low, it's about going high." And I thought, I was thinking, I thought it was a bit of banter, you know, a little bit of. And now I'm getting older, going, "You might have had a point, though. You might have had a point. You might have had a point." Sorry.
As a young girl who went over my head. Oh my God.
Yep. Yep. Oh, yeah. Huh?
Can you charge your bank up that?
Yeah. I just haven't got my wire. But I do have something else. No, I've got enough charge on it just now. I charged it all the way up. But I'm just going to do this for everybody because I'm loving it. Yeah, that's what I can do now. I've got this. I know, it's brilliant. It's absolutely... Oh, loads. One globe denier. One proper globe denier that properly came out to globe deny at us. But other than that, okay, I've got the phone back on charge, I think. Let me just double check. So far, I think brilliant. The fact that the guy, I don't know, is there anyone in my chat room that's been watching Harry and Jason's live feed? And could you tell me, AJM said only one Looney Tunes girl today. Only one. So far, so good. Oh, wow. I think we've all been pleasantly surprised in some form, way or manner today, haven't we? So I'm going to do this because I've got my Bluetooth on, so I don't need to be anywhere near my phone to get sound. And with a bit of luck, you'll be able to hear us. So I want to know, can everybody still hear me? Can you hear me? Is the chat room still there? Are you still able to hear me? Yeah? Oh, brilliant. Dennis, ABC Deadlock. Mwah. Hello, my darling. I hope you got back safely yesterday. Meeting you, I think, was the absolute highlight of my day. Everyone was a highlight of my day, but you just literally were the cherry on the cake. I was so overwhelmed when you knocked that door and said, "Harry." I looked at Jason and was like, "What's going on?" We were supposed to have been left already, and we were still hanging about there, and I just that really affected me in the most beautiful way. So yeah, just amazing. So cheers to you. I've got a coffee, no alcohol for me. I'm wondering. Listen to AJ. I'm gonna have to look at that again. I'm gonna do this for you guys. One sec. I'm just gonna so that you can see that while I'm talking. Can you see? Can you see everyone? Yeah. So that is the guys. They've got all the banners on the ground just there. All the banners. So with a bit of luck, hold on. So you know what I'm going to do? That camera is rubbish. Sorry, I'm hoping you can see a bit better now. Hold on. Yeah, much better. Hold on. Yeah. Now you guys can see. Whoopsa! And just like that, she dropped her fur. All right, guys, I'm doing it. Sorry. Okay, with a bit of luck, this will work. Don't worry. I'm going to do it. I know you guys can see their feeds, but I'm kind of hoping that I can get you to look at mine as well and listen to what I'm saying, but have a little view of what's going on over there. So a bit of luck. There we go. Can anyone give me some feedback on that picture? Can you see what's going on there? With a bit of luck. Hopefully you can. Yay! Perfect. So you're able to see. Oh, nice one. Nice one. It's going to fly off now. I know. Brilliant. She says, oh, fuck them all off. Look, get off, fuck off. Sorry, we're laughing because this little girl here, this little doggy, yeah, she's chasing off every pigeon. Yeah, look at the size of her. That's class, man. Her feet are barely touching the ground, man. She's so cute. So cute. So, brilliant. There she goes again. Love it. Absolutely love it. So, in fact, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring you up here, guys, so that I can see the screen. Someone's just said my little Shih Tzu's just like that. Love it. My Bichon's exactly the same. And look at well-behaved Tara. Tara's just stood there like a matron, isn't she? She's just like that. Oh, darling. Huh? You will all stand here and talk all day. Got other things to do. Oh, lovely. So, where was that? Well, I was about to say something there with the whole subject that we were talking about before my phone dropped over. It was to do with other subjects and propaganda. But, that's it, attack. So, people are talking, there's a lot of talk on the street at the moment about attacks, pending things that are going to happen to put people back in their pen, because we've all started just intermingling in all sorts of fields of, you know. That's it. Yep. Creating order out of chaos. Create some chaos, put people in fear, and then we'll change some laws to make them feel safe again. Just what they don't realise is we're stripping them of their human rights. Yeah? And I think that's probably more real now to me than it's ever been in my life. When I was a child, I was not exposed to that. It wasn't in front of me. I just thought we lived in this nice place and everything was all going to be hunky-dory. My parents kept on saying, it's a big bad world out there. What are you talking about? It's just grown-ups and kids. It's no big deal. And then I get to 37 years old and realise, it's really not what you thought it was. It's really not what you thought it was. So I'm just waving to the Adam Meek in there. He's on his live stream as well. We've got people filming people. I love it. It's a whole new dynamic. Zooming in on the Adam Meek in there. Order out of chaos, Joe Mama. Yep. And for those of you that are bouncing in between every live feed today, I hope you click like on all of them and fuck the algorithms right up on YouTube. Excuse my language, but they're not going to be ready for 4 people live in. Just 4. Right now, the number can't just go right in at the deep end. But if we can encourage the Americans, the Europeans, to start doing things on a larger scale and encouraging everybody that possibly can to get involved in social media, it'll get to a point where they can't write us out of history.
The Americans think it's great, don't they?
I hope so. I hope that's music to my ears. I think I do believe someone, Nathan Thompson, if I'm right. Chat room, correct me if I'm wrong. Have I got the wrong Nathan? I do believe Nathan Thompson is toying with the idea of getting out into the States next year and doing this and just getting it done. I could be wrong. Maybe I heard the wrong information. But yeah. So if that is the case, and by next year we've got a tour. Oh wow, brilliant. Okay, well, on that note, I'm going to go and interview them. Yeah, perfect. Right. Love it, and we're live. Oh yeah, perfect. So John Paul's just come over and told me the Nottingham Post is here, so we're just going to film that as well. I'll let you listen.
Harry went off to Ireland, and below we've got a caravan with we call it flat masses with stickers all over, flat earth, all over the van. Yeah. Okay. So we've been to Ireland, we've gone up to Scotland, and we're hitting all the towns and cities along the way, and we're. How far are you on your tour then? We're nearly coming to the end. How many days have you been doing it for? I think it was meant to be a 2-month tour. Yeah. You know, so it's meant to be every day for 8 weeks. Yeah, a 2-month tour. But we had a few mechanical issues.
This guy is from the Nottingham Post, so we've come to report on the tour and what the tour's doing today in.
So far,
how many? I think 36, 37. Yeah. Yeah. In between 30 and 40.
And then we're going to be we're going to is it Leicester?
Leicester tomorrow. And Cambridge. The following day.
Yeah. Where do you finish?
London on November the 3rd. The tour's also going through Speaker's Corner, Hyde Park on the 28th of October. As well. So it's 2 London locations, 28th and the 3rd.
And now that we'll stick to the things that we know. Okay, so we know. I'll just pick one up, man. I'll just read it. That we see land that we shouldn't be able to see.
Sorry, guys.
I showed you all the land that we shouldn't be able to see, and all the objects at sea that we shouldn't be able to see. I could give you an encyclopedia on all of this evidence of land that we shouldn't be able to see based on based on mathematics. This is spherical trigonometry by Pythagorean's theorem, and it says like this, for instance, is in the Black Book, is there?
No worries, AJ.
Yeah, with the research on that. It was 65 miles to the Isle of Man. Okay, so it should be over the curvature based on 8 inches per square mile. Okay, but that's the Isle of Man, and the highest peak is 2,000 feet. But 2,500 feet should be hidden. But why can we see it? And you can see that on a really good clear day, you can see this. You should be able to see it. And then we have Dover to Calais, based on 24 miles, 300 feet should be missing. The highest peak is 350 feet, but we can see it all.
So you're saying that the world isn't round, it's flat.
We're saying that we live on a flat.
Saying it's not what we've been taught it is.
That's right.
We haven't got a model.
We live in a world.
We're not putting out a model. We haven't got maps and models.
No.
We're just telling people to question what they've been taught, because we've looked into it and we've realised that what we've been taught.
We're pointing out the obvious things. Okay? We want to know, and we want facts. We want proof.
Yeah.
There's evidence.
Yeah.
We want, like the magical theory of gravity. We want proof to that. Science cannot prove what gravity is. We want proof.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What's your main proof that you live on a ball?
Well, what's my main proof? What?
Why do you think you live on a ball?
On a ball?
On a globe.
Yeah, the globe.
On a globe. Why do you think you live on a globe?
I've no idea. I don't really question why I live on.
Has it been
and
just
that's
a bit
like
of a
us.
given? Has it just been always been a given that you've been on a globe?
So where, if I'm not living on a globe, where am I living?
No, but I'm asking,
that's what we're
why do
questioning.
you think you live on a globe? I just want to know why.
Because I've seen pictures from space that show that we live on planet Earth.
Or is that your main reason for thinking you live on a globe?
Yeah, because we've got actual photographs that show and video that shows from outside of Earth where we are living.
Have you ever reached that photograph? Did I say it? This is Robert Simmons. There's a team of people like that who work for NASA
And he said he wasn't like
Yeah. Did you lot hear the answer? Man said pictures.
of Earth.
From high altitude photographs, and then they stick them off as composites. They put them at the 3D sphere, and then they add the layering of clouds and things, and then they take.
So if we're not living on Earth, where are we living?
Well, that's
What we're trying to find out.
We
We are living on
We are
Earth.
living on Earth.
We're just not living on the Earth that we've been told we're living on, which is a globe, a heliocentric model.
We are immovable. We are still.
Yeah.
So we're not living on the Earth that we have.
No.
been told,
I
that
think
we
I
have
think
been
I think that
told.
would be a misquote. The Earth is not a globe. Yeah. That's the one thing you know for sure. Yeah. It's just not a globe. Earth is Earth, but not as we know it. Maybe that's a better thing to say, you know. But I'm being very careful not to be misquoted.
No, that's fine. Is it all right to get to your name?
Of course. Yeah.
What's yours?
My name's Roxanne.
Roxanne. Is that Roxane? Yeah. What
And
can I say?
can I go with my online name? If
Yeah,
that's okay. My
Roxanne.
the Globalist Denier.
Well, we don't tend to do that. We
Then
don't have proper names.
So yeah, Roxanne Glenn. Fine. Glen. One N, just one. Yeah.
So if I put from you, you're happy with this? You know, we're asking people to question what they've been taught. We've been told to trust things that are untrue. We want to question what we've been taught, and the Earth is not a globe.
Correct.
Earth is not as we know.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And that can include some of the things that you've got in your...
Yeah.
And so you're one of the organisers of... Yeah. And what's the organisation called?
It's not an organisation. That's the thing.
All individual flat earthers coming together.
So you're flat earthers?
I would say globe denier.
Yeah.
I don't like the label of flat earth. It's got major bad connotations.
You're globe deniers.
Yes, I would say that.
Called anything.
No, I said if you've got a label as in something.
If I was to find out what you guys are doing, how would I find
I'd
you
say
online?
a globe denier.
Would I find you through the globe deniers?
Me, you would.
We're all different. I'm from Iron Man Media. Right. YouTube channel. We're so individual. And
We're a bit anti-label. I think we're a bit
all
anti-label.
different groups.
Yeah.
But you're known as globe deniers.
Okay.
Yeah. Is that fair?
I would prefer that than flat earther, but then I think you could use both. Could you say a mixture of flat earthers and globe deniers? I think can we have both flat earthers and globe deniers? I think they're one of the same thing, aren't they? Really?
Oh, that's a difficult one,
yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
How did you find out about each other?
Well, this is the biggest talked about.
Flat Earth Tinder, didn't you know about it?
That's right. It's the biggest debate on the internet right now.
Yeah.
Everybody's talking about this.
Yeah.
And eventually, once you
Yeah.
start, once you start doing observations.
Joe Mama, I have a point. You have a very, very valid point there. He's either a trainee or he's not very experienced or he's not legit. But I want to see him get everyone else's name because so far I'm the only person that's given him a name.
This people
Hello.
around the world meet you.
Hi, nice to meet
I'm a
you.
groupie. We're a flat earth groupie. Well, I'm not a flat earth groupie. I'm an infinite plate. How are you doing? You okay? I like the work and I love the work that you do, and more people need to do it and stand up for themselves. I love your opinion. You're very strong on your side. You're very well done. Well
Thank
done.
you, babe. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You like you talk to what's his face a lot, don't you? Mr. Moore, Mr. Murphy, Dave Murphy.
My partner's like, yeah,
You love him?
yeah. I think we all do.
Do you?
He's like daddy. He's like
Yeah, is it?
Daddy Dave.
Yeah.
No? We kind of use that as a term of endearment for him, Daddy Dave, man.
Yeah, we hit me up
Daddy
on
Dave.
Facebook and tried to get me involved in a little project. But I didn't have much time for it, to be honest. I was looking at my own shit.
Yeah.
And he was trying to involve me in some stuff, so I didn't pick up on it. But that's why I thought I'd come down here today and support you guys, especially Harry, because I've been watching a lot of his stuff, and I watch a lot of Dell as well. You know,
Yeah.
I prefer watching Harry, because Dell's a bit too in your face. It's a bit, it can be a bit rude as well.
I think it's like different strokes for different folks,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Well, I was just saying to, what's his name? saying.
John Thor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's what resonates with you.
That's right.
It's what you feel.
That's right. Some people like Coke, some people like Pepsi.
You know
Some
what?
people do 50-50, some people do whole milk.
Standard, yeah, that's what it is. It's what resonates with you. And when I watched that documentary when Mr. Murphy was in, was it Macedonia he was in, or I think it was Macedonia. It
Yeah,
was when he
did
did
the interview.
Yeah. What I wanted to know, why didn't they get any of the questions that the gentleman asked him? Why it was like it was said cut, it was like edited where it was just Dave's comments. It was just Dave's comments. Do you know which one I mean?
Yeah, when he was sat there with the foreign guy on the
Yeah. They sort of like put the guy's questions on a text and then showed you Dave's.
Because he wasn't speaking English.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Right. I thought that, but I didn't like to
No, it's all good. Yeah, he didn't
assume.
speak English.
Cool. That's why it came across like that.
Yeah. I had the same question from my partner.
Did you really?
And he went, no, that's right.
Okay, cool.
He's very good. He's not the guy's first language.
Okay,
And he's not very good with the second language.
True.
Yeah.
His delivery in that. True. Okay, is that why it was like that? Yeah, well, his delivery was amazing in that show. But a lot of people that work with him when he won. And I'm like, can't you guys get what he's trying to suggest? I'm not telling you, he's suggesting all these things, and they just laugh at it.
He's showing people the race perception. He's showing people the religious perception.
Yeah.
And he's showing people things on a multitude.
Yeah.
Flat Earth is the biggest lie ever told.
True.
Do we understand how many lies have been told to cover this lie?
True.
To cover slavery, to cover human trafficking,
Out to the top
to cover all of these things.
Yeah. Because I know that Mr. Moore's on his Israel Hebrew. I don't agree with a lot of that, you know.
My partner uses it. He's like 50-50. Some of it they make sense, and then they switch and go.
Yeah. Nice to meet you. I don't. I'm off. Time. Yeah. One love. Yeah. Rizlo the Outlaw. If you need any fixing with your caravan or any electronics doing, I can do that for you free of charge. No problem. Yo, bless you. Yeah. Take care. You take care. Keep up good work. Yeah. Nice one, Riz.
Take care, darling. Take care.
I don't believe in the. I don't believe that they brought so many slaves over. That's just my opinion. I don't think they travelled with so many. I think the people were already there.
Yes, that's what my partner thinks. He thinks that they were already over.
If you want what is heritage.
Yep. Yeah. Sorry. One sec. Yep.
Yeah. Cameras down.
Yeah, of course you can. Sorry, one sec. Yeah, my partner. My partner's family. Yeah, so his daddy's parents are from Jamaica.
Boom.
Born. Yeah. Mummy and
I
daddy.
said boom.
Oh, sorry.
sorry.
And his mummy's family, his grandma was Jamaican, and his granddad was a white man from Liverpool.
Right, my mum's Jamaican and my dad's Irish. You get me? And when you look at my mum, and you look at my family, they're not black, they are red. When I mean red skin, don't look at me. My mum's not.
Yeah, I hear that. Yeah.
But when I say red, I mean they have a brown tint to them.
Yeah.
And when you put them next to an African, they're not the same people. They're not the same people.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Yeah.
My cousin is into the Hebrew thing hard. He's into it hard. Beating the drum. And I'm saying, cause you have to be careful,
Yeah.
Because
you do though. You do, because you can go down the wrong rabbit hole, bro. And if you go down the wrong rabbit hole, you're having a conversation based on a platform that's false, and you won't get nowhere with it. You'll keep going round.
I was watching this documentary. This guy was saying, every conversation stuff that I was watching. And this guy was saying, where's all the companies that made the sails, the shackles, all the companies, where are the logs and all that stuff?
Thank you so much. Cheers. What's your name again? Matt. Cool, thank you.
Where are all the documented evidence of all this stuff? All these companies that made the ships, that made the sails, that made the steel. It's not there.
The ledgers aren't there. There's no ledgers there. That's missing.
The ledgers are missing. We know that these companies all got rich off all this trade, and all the legends that are in documented history. Where are they? I don't believe it. I believe some of them were carried across, but I think some of them were carried and they were married with the other people and they said, you lot are all the same. And then after history, the winners write the history, they wrote it all out, wiped it all out, wrote it all out, wrote it again.
Story. That's all it is. His story, their story, whatever it is. And all I feel they're waiting to do now is when they saw that the Tesla move didn't work, because you know what the Tesla car was? The Tesla car
Yeah.
was our generation's moon landing.
True.
We're the imagine if we could go back in time and go back to the moon landing.
Yeah.
There'd be a bunch of us back then that went,
Yeah.
that was crap.
Yeah.
And you know what history's done? They've
true.
swept them under the carpet, so
Yeah.
we don't think they exist now.
True.
They made William Carpenter sound like Robin Hood. William Shenton and William Carpenter, the two flat earthers back in the day. Before,
Okay, right, I've not heard those
okay,
names.
so
I should
they
do, but I
started
don't.
the Zeta Tech Society, I
Okay.
think. Correct me if I'm wrong, anyone.
Right.
Esoteric, yeah.
That's it, yes, I understand.
Elizabeth, Lady Blount,
Right.
yeah, and William Shenton, I think his name was.
Were they English? Were they English?
Yeah,
Right.
and they were like me and Harry, Elizabeth and him. They were just going around the country trying to go to schools, leaflet them up and whatnot. Because you know what they made them sound like? Robin Hood and his merry band of men. Like,
How the story was written.
yeah, few people thought the earth was flat, but it was only a dozen of them. Nothing really to worry about. We'll never know if there was hundreds of thousands of people because nothing's been done. They didn't go hard enough. They didn't leave enough trace for our generation to go, shit, the baton got dropped. And it got dropped because of that. I can't let that happen, bro. My kids are awake for a reason. My daughter's not having kids to bring them up in a heliocentric model. She's not going to argue about whose God is better than that.
The backlash from school.
No backlash, bro.
No, I'm saying, aren't you worried about the backlash?
There is none.
Okay, there is
Our
none.
geography teachers are flat earth.
Oh, I see.
I don't know. It's like if it's about luck.
When I say look, yes, yes, you're very right. I shouldn't have used that word. It's bad terminology.
So I think we create. I think we can create our dynamic. I think we can create dynamic. Maybe it's in the delivery because when my daughter talks about flat Earth at school, she doesn't use the word flat Earth.
Can't. Yeah.
She does the whole scenario. She does her, and flat Earth's not in her vocabulary.
Right. How does she describe it? Or does she just? Because I just say infinite plane. I don't say flat Earth. I can't be flat.
That's what she's like me. She does. You lot believe in infinite space?
Carry on. Well, that's what I just said to them. How we stuck that in when they told us that space was infinite and forever expanding.
We just bought it.
We dealt with it.
We bought it.
But when we told people that the plane is infinite,
They
it
can't
goes on
deal with
forever,
it,
they're
bro.
like, how can it go on forever? And I'm like, but you dealt with infinite space. You
It's a
dealt with it.
hypocritical movement.
Yeah.
It's a hypocritical movement.
And then
To
I
say on
say-
one hand, I will believe that shit, and
Yeah.
I'm not going to believe this.
And then if we're on an infinite plane, what's the plane standing on? What's it sitting on? That means that there's a dimension to where we live that our brain can't comprehend.
And that's for me why I just go back to we're in some sort of system, whether it's completely enclosed or not, that remains to be seen.
You know, one question what I can't ask you, what nobody gets. Yeah, they say we live in a pond. I think we live in a pond. Yeah. If this is all right, we live in a little pond. And they say
Petri dish type of thing, yeah?
one.
Yeah.
And
I like
they
that.
say there could be land
Yeah.
further, right? So if Admiral Byrd, see, I don't believe in Admiral Byrd, I take that 50-50.
Yeah.
I sit on the fence with Admiral Byrd because he could have been I call it disinformation. He could have been disinformation, misinformation. If there's other land, if there's another Petri dish, good, and there's another one, does our dome, whether it be physical or gaseous, does it sit over all of the Petri dishes and cover them all?
Yes, that's what I think.
Or does it sit over ours and we have pockets and we've got magnetism? Magnet creates this dome.
So then, for that, I've got two answers
Go
to that.
for it.
All right. So answer one, for me, in my opinion, if it was domes, as in a dome for ours, a dome for theirs, a dome for theirs, and a dome for theirs, okay. So for me, we're going to go back to the 60th parallel again now. I can't get past this. This line here, this one, this line here is not. That's not the 60th, bro. Yeah, that line there, that's not even a line. That's for representation reason. There's a line there, but this one here is the 60th parallel. Yeah.
What are you saying about that?
And this one here, it doesn't matter what kind of human being you are. You could be Richard Branson. You could be Elon Musk.
Yeah.
You can't get in your yacht and just go over this line without getting shot down. Okay? But this line, you know you can't even see the coastline from that line.
Because
of the distance. So it's just so, how many coincidences need to happen before it's mathematically impossible?
Yeah.
Okay, so first and foremost, do you know how many pounds they time this just right? Just when we get into the bit and the viewers are like, can't hear you!
I won't even talk because we won't hear.
Yeah. So, for this one here, this 60th parallel, like this line here, is the 60th parallel north. No one gets past those two.
Yeah.
That one there and that one there.
Yeah.
Now, it just so happens, coincidentally, that this line here, even if you took your boat right up to here and went like that, really hard, binoculars, whatever you're not seeing the coastline.
Couldn't. No. You
No.
mean through atmospheric
That's
distortion?
it, yeah.
Yeah.
So
far, the
yeah, so you'd have to get military permission just to go and gaze at that. Yeah. With that being said, you got Trump, right? Trump's just recently come out with that Israeli putting 150 billion into Space Force, and I was like, oh, Donnie let me down. Donnie thinks this whole space thing is proper. This is all long. I know he's a puppet. Is he a puppet for the Patriots? Is he a puppet for the deep state? Because those fuckers are global. That's not an American problem. Cabal, deep state, Patriots, they're international.
everywhere.
Yeah, every country's got them. Yeah,
Shadow
they're
government,
all players in the game.
Shadow
all of
government,
them.
yeah.
Yeah, the shadow government,
That's
whatever.
what I
Yeah,
thought.
yeah. So all this whole Q phenomenon, right?
Yeah.
People say it's a distraction. It is a distraction if you don't know how to read the breadcrumbs.
True.
If you know how to read the breadcrumbs, you can go into William Hill and make bets on people like Kavanagh, like I know people have. People have made thousands of pounds off of Kavanagh thanks to Q. Thanks to Q, people have gone into William Hill and Coral and put ridiculous bets on Kavanagh. Do you know who they won't take a bet on though? The place we live.
Yeah, of course it was.
You go in there
tried it.
and put a grand, not just one person, a few hundred people have tried it. But just that alone, people saying that that's a distraction. What that's, you know, they say, such and such is a control agent. But then I speak to people and they go, such and such woke me up. And I'm going, if they're an agent, they're a shit agent, man, because they're waking people up. So I know that there's disinformative. I think what there is it's almost like con artists, like, come here, oh yeah, I speak the truth, and now I've got you. The sky's purple. Oh, he's talking shit, right, that's it, come on. Forget all that, it's all bollocks. So I feel like people are in place to do that. But what worries me is just me looking even at the Q movement and the breadcrumbs and QAnon. I looked into that. QAnon made his first post on the 28th of October last year. Yeah. Looking at his first few posts were about flat Earth.
Yeah.
They were flat Earth posts. He came out as a flat Earther.
Nobody knows who he is, don't they?
No. There's some talk about it being Melania. There's some talk about it Melania. I don't think it's Melania.
Trump.
I don't think Hugh's Melania.
No way.
I don't think he's
She's got a team. She has a team to do it, but I don't believe that.
I believe that they were
Trump's wife.
Yeah, no, I don't think that. I'm saying on the internet, that's what people are saying. So I think that part of it is a disinformation to make people not pay attention to it anymore. But what I do think is, obviously the puppets, no matter whether it's Theresa May, Angela Merkel, Putin, whoever it is, they're all doing a job and they're being played by their puppet masters.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, for once, I'm wondering, has the American president for once got Patriots as his puppet master, or has he still got deep state as puppet masters? I know that Obama had deep state. Right now, jury's out there on Trump. Not as a person, as puppet masters.
Yeah. You see,
I speak to American people, and they say as a result of him being in office, they're better off. Already, they're better off.
I think so.
They're bringing more money home, but I do feel that that's to lure people into a false sense of security.
But I also feel that he's drummed up more TV and media without it being necessary, as in I think it's just been a byproduct of him. And I don't think it's all true.
Well, he's woken up a generation to fake news.
He's not dumb.
See, my daughter, my daughter's nearly 16, right? She's doing her GCSEs now. She's in year 11. She's woke as fuck. Yeah, she's in the top 3%. Yeah, she's in 3%. She gets 8s and 9s. She's looking to go university, and she's not going to stop till she becomes a barrister. My girl's trying to go right inside, blow it up from the inside out. She's going to go and do that. And she realised, she was like, even if I forget, she was like, I know they get taken out, Mum. They get taken out. So,
do you know? I don't know what his name is, but he's an English guy, and he appears on Globebusters sometimes, and he's practicing to be a lawyer, and he's going to do his dissertation on against the Globe, and he's going to get it into the law book. So did you know about that?
No, right.
Every lawyer, every practicing lawyer, my terminology, my jargon is not going to be correct talking about this subject.
Understood. Yeah.
You get to do a project. When you're becoming a lawyer, you get to do a project that you can implement and actually put. If it goes through and it gets sounded by the tears, it goes through. Well, he's going to do one of questioning the globe, sort of like how Harry questions him. He doesn't say, but he's not going to say anything about the flat Earth.
Correct.
It's the last. It's on the last 3 or 4 Globebuster video that they put out. There's 2 English guys that talk with them now. Do you know they share? What do you call it? They Skype each other, hang out. They do hangouts now, don't they? Yeah?
Yes,
do
I do. Yeah, same thing as I do. Yeah.
Now they've got 2 English guys, because you know they're all American, aren't they? The Globebusters are American. Do you know what I'm on about, the Globebusters?
Yeah, Bob.
Yeah.
Bob Nodal.
Xanadu. Bob Xanadu, Jeranism. John Morgile. John the Morgile.
Yeah, I know that, but who's Xanadu?
Bob Xanadu. He's the host of the show.
So I know him as Bob Nodal.
Okay, yes, but he calls himself Xanadu, or no, it might be the same thing.
Yeah.
But they have 2 English guys that hang out with them, and they also give evidence. One of them talks for about an hour about what he's proposing to do for his graduate project, and he's going to use the law to put it in, and it can get passed.
You're hearing this, people.
So it's the third or last. If you go on to Globebusters 1 channel.
Yeah, not the second, because the second one's
go down
continuous,
2 or 3. There is 5 of them in the hangout, and if you hear the 2 English guys' voices, he will halfway through. He will explain what he's doing anyway. That's what he will explain. What he's putting in.
The other night when we were on
Well, I watched them after. I just waited for the finish, and I just watched the 3 hours. Yeah, I did. They really are. I tell them all the time. How are you guys funding the petrol and the journey and the food and stuff? Well, you guys have been doing all this. Brilliant. People have donations. Right, but what are you taking cash? You got to take the 20. I give you 10, you give me 10 back. Yeah? Wow. Thank you. And that's how we're surviving. Well, that's what I thought as I was seeing you, how many places you've posted. I can afford to send a video. Yeah, that's really appreciate that. Hey, man. Thank you so much.
I can't thank you enough.
You keep the work up. Oh, yes.
Thank you.
Anytime,
I just have to remember who's doing this.
My name is Mac, yeah? Yeah. Are you on camera now? Yes. I was trying to word about it.
Yeah. Guys,
people
that come out like this, that have non-mundane conversations about the most important subjects, please feel encouraged by this. People are coming out and having conversations. Hi Luke, you're right, darling. I'm holding this. Just stare it down. Do you know what, John James? I feel like I'm getting told my signal speed is terrible. I'm trying to give everyone good content. Can't watch it. I need to have a meeting with my partner to sort out another device to do this from, because money doesn't grow on trees, guys, and unfortunately me and my partner are trying to put everything we can afford into the tour, which means that Roxanne has no money for new shoes and nice new gizmos as Jason and Harry don't either. We're on like a £3.50 budget every day to feed ourselves, and I wish it was well, you want half? I'll split it halfway with you, Jason. Sorry, darling, hold mic still. Sammy, were you unsubmed as well? Hey, you know what? I've lost count of the chat room saying I've been unsubmed. I think our channels might get shut down, you know, Jason. Someone else said that to me today as well, you know. Someone else said, where the subs are all getting taken off, mind out your channels don't get taken down. So people, you heard it here first. If you go onto YouTube one day and Harry, Jason and my channel's gone, or John Paul's channel's gone, no say we tried to warn everyone. And if we're getting censored like this, John, lost count of the amount of people in my chat room that have told me they've been unsubbed to my channel.
Oh, yeah.
Unsubbed.
Wickedness,
man. Wickedness. AJM saying, you know what, the whole internet's probably going down soon. Whole fucking thing. Great that journalist turned up though. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. My hands are shaking because I'm actually cold. So if anyone's got any issues with that, all you're going to have to do is just take my deepest apologies. I've had such an experience today. Look. Iron Rail Media's just got his troll. Look, he's throwing keys up showing Iron Rail Media gravity. Look, he's like, it's a ball. It's a ball. Can't you tell it's a ball? It's a ball. It's a ball. No. He's not getting an agreement from me, mate. Don't look over for me for agreement. What's your, why do you believe you live on a globe? Just one belief. Why do you believe you live on a globe? What's your main reason for believing you live on a globe? Just your main reason. That's not a silly question, by the way, so don't give me a silly answer. What's your go-to reason for why you... That's your main reason. That's your main reason.
Why would this one be flat?
But can I just clarify, is that your main reason?
Possibly.
Is it or isn't it? No, I just want a simple answer. What's your main reason?
What's your main reason for it being
No,
flat?
don't answer a question with a question.
Why?
Can you answer mine?
No.
Can you notice how he can't answer a simple question? I just asked him why he lives on a ball.
Okay, you go on to a beach.
Do you not think that you could have simply answered that question, though? Why you think you live on a globe? We're still waffling. Why do you think you live on a globe?
I'm waffling.
No, we, as a collective, are now doing echo chamber. I just want to know, what's your main reason as a human being for believing, because it's a belief, why do you believe you live on a globe? Why?
That's why.
That's your main reason. Now, which scientific...
Don't say NASA lies, because it's false.
No, you quoted scientific proof. Yeah.
No, the fact that you think NASA lies is false.
Okay.
Well, I'm never... It's not a great start, but if you fly in space, I'll just say one thing. Can you demonstrate?
I used to have a centralized system next to a vacuum without a barrier. No, without a barrier.
The atmosphere is a barrier.
Without a barrier.
Do you understand how the atmosphere works?
I'm not sure you do, though. I'm not quite sure you do. Are you?
No, I am a scientist.
Are you?
You are.
Are you? Are you though? Or are you just Joe Bob average person like us? Are you just a Joe Bob average person?
I do what's called research.
So do we. That's an insult of my intelligence. To assume that I haven't, my darling, is a horrible assumption. You're actually making some outlandish assumptions right now. Good. That shows me you're actually an unhappy individual. I can tell this guy is an incredibly unhappy individual. Because of your condescending, egotistical attitude, my darling. No, you are, because of your condescending, egotistical attitude.
Guys on the chat are asking you about bubbles in space.
Bubbles in space. Yeah, you're referring to an infamous NASA video where you believe you see bubbles in space.
Simple question, guys. Why do you
bubbles in space? Bubbles in space. Yeah. Right. I've seen the video. I can see that. From your point of view, you think you see bubbles in space. I see something different.
Well, that's fantastic. What would you?
I see dust. I don't see bubbles. I see dust. Dust settles on things. You do realise that, don't you? And the ISS is still subject to gravity. Otherwise, it wouldn't be going around the Earth.
It's one directional dust. It only ever goes up.
Right. But then, how many times have you had a globe in a gravity-less space? So in an area where there's no gravity, where you've got atmospheric pressure, and then put the water in, and then spun it. How many times have you done that? You don't need to do it. I'm on the planet that does it.
You can't hear the demonstration. No,
have you done it?
I can see this conversation's based on bullshit.
Is it? What, this conversation?
No,
this
yours,
one.
my darling. Look
One.
at the little cheeky smile on
Being
his
told
face.
lies.
You're actually a troll. I'm going to call you a troll.
Are you?
Yeah. You're a bona fide troll. You are. Because I asked you a simple question, you couldn't answer it. You couldn't answer it.
I can answer it.
No, but you can now because you're now thinking about it.
No, I don't need to think about it.
You know, I've got it live.
I'm going to get the card. I'm going to say one thing.
You've got it live.
It was nice to meet you, left-handed, but Adam, nice to meet you. And do me a favour, just look up that bit. If you can,
trust me.
Just check the law of entropy.
Don't need to.
It doesn't need to.
I don't need to.
Bye. Troll life over there. Sorry. Yeah. Troll life, guys. Look, I didn't still dealing with the troll. I had to walk away from him because you know what I'm like, guys. I get bigger. I get triggered, so I need to I need to walk away from toxic shit like that. I had to walk away from the troll. I had to walk away from the troll. He was troll-like.
He says cool hard logic is what we have to go and find out about. So I'm off to inform myself. Yeah.
Get our coats down.
Yeah.
Controlled by him.
Yeah, that's it. The ball. It's a ball because we're living on a ball, which proves it's a ball. But anyway.
Someone's just said control. Yeah, massive love to you all. We're going to wrap up for now. And I'll be back later on for the update, yeah? This has been Globe Live UK Tour. Harry's over there talking to Max. John Dawes on a last-ditch attempt here to wake this guy up, and he's nodding. Love it. And we've got Lady Anonymous, we've got GoFro, Flat Earth UK Dub, and Jason of the Discreet family. And we're going to pack up now. Massive love to you all. Massive respect for taking the time out to be here with us live. Take care, Ricardo. Take care, everyone in the chat room. And I shall see you later on for the UK update. Live from the van. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.